and I'd just like to say what a fantastic set you just gave us earlier on.
Thanks.
Obviously well received by the fans. What did you think about it?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I was just saying to Nick, the promoter, that it's a real step above. It's a great festival, great crowd, so well organised. It's been a bit of a mission for him with all the cancellations and all the concerns and everything, and for him to pull out what he's done is incredible. And, yeah, it's just great to be involved.
And it's absolutely amazing, of course, with him just being a one-man band, he picks the bands and he always gets it absolutely on the nail.
Yeah, well, it's
a good balance.
Yeah, it's a privilege because, you know, there's lots of good stuff to choose from. So to be asked to come up and play it's a treat.
Yeah, well, great, well done. I know you were doing a lot of odd jobs through the lockdown.
Yeah.
How difficult was it for you with the band? I mean, obviously, all of you are having to cancel all your gigs and everything.
Yeah, we coped fine actually. We did all right. You know, I was a full-time musician before COVID. Made my money singing in pubs and stuff, so that all went, and sort of got a few weeks off, and then just managed to get out there and just graft a bit. Rufus and I, the harmonica player, started a building business together actually, which is now really good. We were always going to do that. He's a master builder, and you know, I can lift heavy stuff, so yeah, we managed to kick that off, and it's been going great. But you know, as far as the band concerned, you know, we missed each other for however long it was before we were able to sort of properly get together. And then we went from a band who we've been together for many years and who played constantly and never rehearsed, to just rehearsing constantly. We lucked out and got ourselves a studio, and some local artists who own a building let us have this abandoned warehouse for 6 months, and then we moved into another studio and got that rent free for 6 months because there was no water. So yeah, we've just been playing and writing and just being together, and it's been great. You know, the only other people we've seen over lockdown was each other, so we were really tight as a bunch of friends before, and now it feels like we've even got closer, so it's been a real treat, and we've benefited from all that sort of intensity, I suppose. Yeah, it's been good, can't complain.
Obviously 2019 was a great year because you were voted Best UK Band in UK's Blues Federation's awards. What did it all mean to you?
Well, it was a surprise to be. We approached it thinking, well, we'd like to give that a shot, and we sort of put our sort of face in the way and sort of said, you know, we'd be up for that. And then to be chosen was an incredible honour, because the standard of the bands that were, you know, in the running for the role, I suppose, was really high. So for us to be chosen was just amazing. I don't think we were favourites to go, you know, to get the role at all, but it was just great, and it was just a real honour, and of course it's really good for our profile, but that kind of seems insignificant compared to the actual sort of experience of it, and the actual pride and the, you know, just the life experience of being able to go together to Memphis and represent the UK Blues Federation and talk about the work that you guys do, and what's happening over in the UK to, you know, all these, you know, huge and complex American federations and Canadian federations and stuff. And, you know, we were able to really proudly say how much support we got to get there, because a lot of the bands in Memphis, they didn't get any support from that federation, and for us to be given the support that we were given, both sort of in terms of, you know, hard cash and actual just sort of moral support and everything else was really good. So it was a huge privilege, and it was great fun as well.
What did you make of Memphis? I mean, I know you sent some great pics back of what you were up to, but you obviously enjoyed yourself, apart from the fact that you were representing.
We did. We went there a day early and got the fun out of our system, but then the fun just continued, really, because you just get swept up in it all. It's just that, you know, Beale Street's a really hectic place, and you know. We just met so many good people, just so many nice people from all over America and all over the world, actually, and it was just great fun. It was intense because the kind of the restrictive kind of rules, they're there for a very good reason, of getting on really quickly, getting off 20-minute sets, you know, no real sound checks, no real preparation. You just have to get up there and do it. But that's sort of part of the challenge of it, really. You know, we didn't really see it as a competition. We saw it as just this incredible experience and opportunity. And we just had a great time. And Memphis is a really great city. It's a really great city. It's kind of dark and dangerous and interesting, but it's got a real warmth, and it's got a real amazing heritage, and it gets less credit and less of a look in than Nashville, really, and that's a shame. But
it's got so much. There's so many different museums, and
it's incredible.
You know, the history and the culture that goes back there. The Sun Studios and the Stax Studios, and then the Gibson Guitar Factory. All these sort of things.
That's right.
And of course, the ultimate thing is the Museum of Civil Liberties.
That's right.
Absolutely moving.
Exactly. We were.
Motel.
Yeah, that's right. We had sort of aspirations to be able to get out and see all these places because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. But like I say, because it's so intense and quick and tiring, you know, we just would one gig to another, one bar to another, doing our thing. You know, so we didn't actually get to see much more of Memphis than just Beale Street. Rufus got to see a bit more of it because he couldn't find any rolling tobacco anywhere, so we had to go off for a little walk. And he was like, "Oh, it's great out there," but we didn't see much more than Beale Street. But yeah, we loved it. It was brilliant.
And of course, now having done the American Blues Challenge, you're going to represent us all in the European Blues Challenge. In Sweden.
Yeah, long time coming.
In March, so that's going to be exciting. I mean, it's been put off from the Netherlands and Poland, and now eventually it's going to be Sweden.
Yeah, it's great. I really feel for the Netherlands Federation and the Polish Federation because hosting the event is a real honour, you know, and they would do a brilliant job and it all looked great, and you know, for various reasons that I can understand, you know, things got bumped. So, you know, we had 3 countries potentially that we'd all love to go to, and it just happens to be Sweden now. But we're really looking forward to doing it. So yeah, that's in March, and it's a shorter affair than Memphis, and obviously there'll be fewer bands there. But I think we're just excited just to sort of get out and meet loads of nice people.
Well, the thing is, of course, it's going to be exposure. And with that sort of exposure, as has happened with the representatives of the UK before, you're going to be able to get the opportunity to do a lot more European tours, hopefully.
Well, I hope so, yeah, that would be lovely. I mean, we, you know, for want of a better word, our business model, it's not a business model, but our whole kind of arrowhead was pointing towards playing mostly in Europe because we think we would do well there, and then to have setbacks like Brexit and the associated difficulty with that, you know. But I think it's easing up. Things are going to be okay. I think we should be able to tour mostly trouble-free and faff-free. Spain not so much, which is where we really like to go. But yeah, any opportunities that come out of the European Blues Challenge we'll welcome because there's some great festivals there.
I'm sure you're going to get some. I think finally we'd like to know what are your future plans for the band? Where do you want to get to? And
well, first our priority is getting back to the B&B tonight in one piece. That's going to be
difficult.
Goal. Let's see if we can make it through the jam in one piece. We've been writing a new album, and we are recording that in May in France. It's sort of a long story why we're doing it in France. A very small record label over there happened upon us and invited us over to their sort of residential studio in Normandy kind of area. So we're going to be doing sort of 3 days touring, 3 days recording, and then 3 days touring, and then we'll come back.
That's exciting.
So that it'd be nice. Yeah, we do all our albums sort of live in the studio, so they don't take very long, which is helpful. So we'll record that, and then hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll release that in the autumn of next year. But we've got a bunch of rescheduled stuff happening next year, but also a lot of new stuff coming in too. So other clubs that we haven't played yet, and repeat clubs that we have played before, and other festivals and stuff. So we're just going to keep on keeping on. It kind of after COVID and stuff, it kind of feels like we're starting again a little bit. You know, it's like a lot of bands. You know, you work on momentum. So we had this sort of whole momentum, and then it stopped. So we're just trying to build that back up again. But now we're in a really good place, and you know we're still enjoying it, and that's the main thing, I suppose.
Oh, well, excellent. Oh. So anyway, from one Welshman to another, Paul Luck, and we look forward to hearing what's going to be happening, and I'm sure it's going to be good.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Pete Evans, Carlisle, back to the studio.